Hello and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening once again, according to your time, wherever you are in the watch today. My name is Dele Bello. I'm the president of the Benin Empire Advancement League. Today we are going to be talking about the Benin Empire Advancement League. As you all know, Benin Empire Advancement League stand for peace, stand for freedom, stand for the Benin culture and the history of Benin, and stand for the economic welfare of the Benin Empire as a whole, and for all the Benin citizens, no matter where they are situated in the whole world today. And the Benin Empire Advancement League also stands for peace, to promote peace among the Benin's, and also to promote peace with its neighbors. Because the Benin always has a parable. If one person is rich among the family is still in poverty. That is why we, the Benin Empire Advancement League, is not only concerned about the Benin people, also concerned about their neighbors. And but first in the line is the Benin people, and after the Benin people, then come the neighbors and all other ones. The Benin people all stand to represent the Benin's wherever they are in the world, to defend our history, to defend our culture, and also to promote our history and to promote our culture, to educate people about the Benin Empire, about the black race, because we believe the Benin is the cradle of the civilization. That's the Benin. The life started from Benin. The first man and the first woman in the whole world, they originated from Benin. Although many people have been trying very hard to erase the history of the Benin's, but unsuccessful. They didn't succeed in doing that. The white market tried their possible best, taking all our records, our writing, our songs, everything, our teaching was taken away from us, so that we doesn't know where we belong and where we came from. But today I can tell you the Benin is bouncing back. They are coming back to retake what belongs to them. Also our neighbors, they contributed a lot to the loss of the Benin Empire history and the culture, because they also helped the white people, their colonial masters, to distort the Benin history in a way that is still affecting us today. That our history are not taught in the school, in the universities and all these places where it's supposed to be taught. And we too, with the Benin's, we also contributed to the distortion of our history. Why? In my early age, when I was very young, to say the fact, our fathers and our mothers always told us or tell us stories about the Benin's, and these were real histories of the Benin's. But today you hardly find parents who teach their children the history of the Benin's and the origin of the Benin people. When we were very young, our parents always sit down with us, talk with us. It's not like the life we are living today. It was a different life. Then it was very, very important to know where you belong. And the Benin's, especially the Benin's, let me just put it, the Benin's. We, as the cradle of civilization, we were told, or the black race entirely, or the black people entirely, especially Africans, were told we didn't contribute anything to the civilization of the world, which was very, very wrong. But today, wherever you go in the world today, you will find the Benin's history, the Benin artifacts, the Benin culture uh, everywhere today. Why is it so? Why do we have our culture, our artifacts, our arts all over the world when we didn't contribute anything to the development of the world today? I believe the Benin's contributed immense to the civilization of the world. Because before the white man even came to Africa, or even come to Nigeria, where it's now called Nigeria today, the Benin were already existing. We know everything. We know how to carve a boat. We know how to compose music. We know the usefulness of the DNA, which we are having today. The Benin started it. The music you're hearing today started from Benin. If you go to the history, you will see everything there. And that is why the white men were so afraid of the Benis that they thought the Benin were a threat to them, and they decided to take us out of the world map. That was the initial plan. But God is so great, the God of the Benis, they were so great, and they didn't allow this to happen. And they tried thousands of years to do this, but unsuccessful. And even our neighbor, they tried a lot, they will not also be successful. The Benin remain the cradle of the civilization. Because God who created the Benin knows exactly why He created us. Why we are here in the earth today. So the Benin have to rise up again, and this is what we are going to do. And we are not freedom fighters, as I said before, but when the occasion called for, when it is called for, the Benin is going to take back what belongs to them. We are not going to leave any of our people to anybody, no matter where they are today, no matter where they are living today. Whether they are middle of Igbo land or in Yoruba land, these are Benin people, and we are not going to leave them to be suffering or to be a slave to other tribes. That is the fact. And when I hear today people singing, they owned Benin, they are the owner of Benin, they gave birth to Benin. No, Benin gave birth to those people. Because those people who are just campaigning, they originated from Benin, to say the fact, and that this is what these people doesn't know, and they not need to know this. And the Benin Empire Advancement League will be coming out to correct all these histories, to correct all the mess the white men and the Nigerian government that is being ruled by the Yorubas, by the Igbos, the Fulanis, the Hausas, to correct the mistakes and the lies that is being told about us. So we are coming out here not only about the history, not only about the culture, but also to unite all the Benins around the world to make sure we all are together. And in the last days, there have been so many questions. For example, about the artifact that is going to be returned to our empire. For me and for the Great Benin Empire Advancement League, we all agreed that the artifact belongs to the Benis, and the custodians of the Benin Empire is the Oba of Benin. The Omonoba of Benin owns part of this artifact. So we believe the museum that is going to be built must be built in the territory of the Oba of Benin, where the palace is situated, because many people doesn't know today that the palace it's not just the palace you are seeing, it's just a small part of it. I believe the palace is 15 times bigger than what you are seeing today. This is the remaining, that is remaining. So we believe, or the palace have the authority over all the artifacts, because Edo State is yesterday. I don't want to mention name or to say the governor or this and that, but the government of the Edo State should understand that this artifact belongs to the Beninese. It doesn't belong to the government of Edo State nor the government of Nigeria. This is the property of the Beninese, and the custodian of the Beninese Empire is the Oba of Benin. So he has the voice and he has the say to tell the government where this artifact can be stored. When people come up with argument of saying, oh, the palace doesn't even have the amenities to store this artifact, I just laugh. And just to say, oh, what is this person talking about? Before the white man came to kill our people and take all these artifacts they were stored in the palace, nothing got destroyed and everything was very fine. That's why they were taken away. So nobody can say today, they don't even have the amenities to store this in the palace or very good. No. The Benin Palace has the possibility, and if we the Beninese cooperate with the palace, they can be able to build a museum that is suitable for those artifacts to be kept. For many people, it's just artifacts. But we, the Benin Empire Advancement League, we believe this is the handwriting of our forefathers. This is the school we're supposed to go. Because during that period, there was nothing like school, the Western school, or the Western system of education. Our system of education was this artifact. That is where our forefather left messages for us. That is where they educate us. It's like a mirror. When you look at the mirror, you see yourself. That is how our artifact is. There are so many history there, our forefathers. How the Benin Empire started. Even before the Benin Empire started, the Benin Kingdom. Everything is there in record. And these artifacts, they were not only taken away because they were beautiful. They were taken away because they want to distort our history. Because what they know very well, when the artifacts are there, we are going to learn more and very fast to regain our power, to regain our past glory, to regain the lost memory. And that is why one of the reasons all this artifact was stolen. So when it's coming back, it should also come back to where it's taken from. No government, not even Nigerian government, has the power to say this artifact belongs to Nigerian government or the Edo State government. Because when this artifact was taken away, there was nothing like Nigeria government nor Edo government. So the governor or the Edo government doesn't have power over the palace when it comes to this issue. Otherwise, there's going to be a revolt. There's going to be a revolt against the government. I'm telling you the fact, because the Benin people will not tolerate this. No matter who voted you in, when it comes to our history and our culture, we don't play with it. So we are going to revolt against you. If you do anything to disturb the return of this artifact, and this is the fact, it's not going to be only in Edo State, it's going to be all over Nigeria where Benin are situated, or all the Benin descendants reside. So we all must be very, very careful when dealing with all this artifact, because this is not a Nigerian property and it's not a Edo State government property. It's the property of the Benin. And we are going to take all the necessary steps to make sure this artifact come back to where it belongs. There's no political power in this. There's no political play in this that can help any government. So we are going to stand and defend our artifact. This is our history. This is our books. This is our school. And this is our education. This is what our forefather left for us. No one has the power to take it or to go and put it in somewhere where it doesn't belong. It belongs to the Benin, and the custodian of the Benin history is the Oba of Benin. So the government should just step back and do all the necessary support for the palace to make sure they achieve all they want to restore the history of the Benin and to bring back the artifact to the territory of the Oba Palace. So that is my own view about that. And in the last few days, people also be asking why are we not saying anything about the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, the proscribed terrorist organization, the IPOB. Yes, there's a big reason for that. Because as we said before, we are not freedom fighters. But when it comes to our history and our culture and the freedom of the Benin people and the economic and the welfare of social welfare of our people, we don't tolerate nonsense. We defend it wherever we can defend. There's a good reason for that, why we are not saying anything. We believe the Nigerian government is already doing enough. And there is a lot of questions saying why the Nigerian government is not treating the banditry and the Boko Haram the way they treated IPOBs and Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, there's a big reason, and for me, as a Nigerian citizen and also a European citizen, I will put it this way: there's no country in the world that tolerates what Nnamdi Kanu did to his people and to his neighbors. And there's no country in the world that tolerates extremist group like the Boko Haram and the bandit or the Fulani headsmen. The main issue there, the president alone cannot guarantee the security of this nation, Nigeria. The security situation of Nigeria is deteriorating today because the citizens themselves, they are contributing a lot. Why am I saying this? All the whole crime that is committed in Nigeria today, I can tell you 90% or 95% of this crime are committed by Nigerians. We all know the situation, the security situation on ground. We know how our policemen, our soldiers are being trained. They are not trained for this situation. They are being confronted with new situation which they have to deal with. In America, they also have all these problems we are just talking about. It's only you doesn't hear it in the news. In Europe, the same thing. It's only you doesn't hear it in the news as it's supposed to be. And we, the citizens of Nigeria, are supposed to be helping our security agents to make sure we bring security to this nation. That is what the Europeans and the Americans are doing differently. Because their citizens, they care. They help the security agency to fight crime. And this is what Nigerian citizens are supposed to be doing, and we are not doing that. We are expecting the government to be spearheading everything, to be responsible for the whole security, but it's not supposed to be so. And at the same time, the bad energies of the Nigerian people, so many of them, let me say the majority of them, the bad energy towards Nigeria is very bad. If they could use that bad energy, turn it to a positive energy, you will see today Nigeria will be a very, very secure country. It will be one of the best countries you want to live in the world. But today, I can tell you, if you go to the street of Nigeria today, to ask anybody what is doing about security in situation in Nigeria, you won't find answer from anybody. Everybody will be complaining, Buhari is not doing anything, Buhari is not doing that. Buhari is not responsible for the whole problem in Nigeria. We the Nigerians, we all are Nigerians, we are living in Nigeria. Nigeria is just a name. We are citizens of Nigeria. We are supposed to be responsible. And in a country where one person or two people is responsible for 1 million, the situation is always like this. So if we, the citizens of Nigeria, come out today and say we need security, and then we stand for security, we help the security agents to rebuild Nigeria, because where there is peace, that's where you also have unity. And where there's unity is also economic welfare. A state without security is bound to fall. No matter how big that country is, no matter how rich that country is, it's bound to fall. So that is why it's very important for Nigeria to rise up now, to fight, to regain their security back. Help the police, although we know the police are very corrupt, most of them, not all of them, there are still good ones among them. Also in our military, we still have a lot of corrupt people. Because we believe if Nigeria falls today, it will have a great impact in the whole of Africa. The landscape of West Africa is going to change. Because we the Beninese, we are going to recollect all our land back. Even all these people shouting freedom here and freedom there right now, they will be surprised that even some people who have 5 states now will only have 3 states. And those who say we have 10 states, we only have 2 states. But the great Benin Empire will remain as it is, and we are going to collect everything back that belongs to us. We are not working for the division of Nigeria. We are working for the unity of Nigeria. And that is why it's very important for the Beninese to provide in the next election in 2023 the next presidential candidate and to be the next president of Nigeria. We believe when a Benin man rules Nigeria, Nigeria is going to regain its power back. But the problem with Nigeria politics is the ethnic politics we are playing. The Igbo man will not support a Fulani man who he knows is very good. The Fulani man will not support Igbo man who he knows is very good. Likewise the Yorubas. So on these people they call themselves majority. Are they really majority? No, they are not majority. The majorities are the Beninese. Because if you look at the landscape of Nigeria and if you look at the Beninese, the population of the Beninese, you will know that the Beninese are the majority in Nigeria. And that this power needs to return to Benin for Nigeria to have peace. When people just come out and say we need nation, we need that, we need this nation, you ask them what is the meaning of nation? The United States of America, there is a reason why they are united, why they come together to form a one nation. because they know very well when they are alone, when they are separated, they will not be as it is today. The Europeans also learn very well. Before you have the Western Europe, you have the Eastern Europe, and then you have the North. But today you can see you have the European Union united, because they believe when they are united, they are very strong, and then once they are divided, they will fall. And then we, the Beninese, we are fighting for Africa without borders, because we believe a great Africa will be a superpower to the whole world. It may not start today, but it may start tomorrow, and Africa is going to be a superpower. Not a war superpower as it is today. It's going to be an economic superpower, because we have all it takes to be a rich nation, to feed ourselves, to feed our children, great-great-grandchildren. Not that we are poor, we are hard-working people. The white people, they don't work harder than us. But they use their brain to make sure everything they work for is bringing them something successful. But we Africans, we are lack. This was a problem with Nigeria. When the Benin Empire was great, because they called out the Great Benin Empire, just like that. Not because of war, because of our economic progress. Because we are having progress, we make a lot of development. That's why they call us the Great Benin Empire. But our neighbors, our ignorant Africans, also helped them to destroy this empire. And if the Benin Empire remained as it was before, I can tell you 100% that the landscape of Africa would have changed today. There should have not be a hungry person in Africa as it is today. Because the Beninese, they were Pan-Africa that period. And that is why the Europeans or the world power was very afraid of the Beninese. And they know very well if they take out Benin, then they have the whole of Africa. And they use our people to take out Benin, and they now hold the whole Africa, and then where we are still paying tax to them today. So we the youth of today, we need to wake up to rebuild Nigeria, to rebuild the Benin Empire, to bring back our past glory, to make sure we bring back whom we were before. Because most of us that is living in Europe now, we just think we are safe. No, we are not safe. They may wake up one day and decide to ask us to leave their continent. And they are going to doing that in future. And many people are already experiencing this in part of Europe, where the European government will be telling people to leave their continent for them because it belongs to them. We should do our possible best to build Africa for our children, so that when our children is having problem here in Europe, they have a place to call their home. Because we all know the situation of the right-wing politicians in Europe today. We know their plan, what they are having, and what they want to do. And they have been successful. So it's time for Plan B for Africa, where the youth of Africa, the youth of Nigeria, we have to rebuild Nigeria from outside, not from inside, from outside, from the experience we have from other countries, from other nations, how they build their own nation, how they play the politics, how they use the power of democracy. And then when we talk of democracy, the Beninese, who invented democracy, They know the reason why they invented democracy. And the white man know this also. That's why they also copied that from us. And they are using it successfully. Like where I am today. If you ask, let me say 60% of the citizens, they don't even know where the president came from, which part of the country came from, which language he speaks. Nobody knows that. But people, all the people here, they thought, or they're thinking that where I'm living today, all of them are speaking the same language. No, they are not speaking the same language. They have different languages. It's only they have a general language, which is Dutch, which is called Hochdeutsch. And this Hochdeutsch is something everybody understands. This is what is being taught in the school. But if you go to the villages or to the local government, you hear different languages. Even somebody from the north may not understand somebody from the south. So the Beninese had also to sit down together to think about forming a language for the whole Beninese. Because that is the power the Yorubas and the Igbo are using today. Because they have a common language. Because Yoruba is also only a language, it's not a tribe. But now it's converted to a tribe, just like Igbo. Igbo was a language, not a tribe. Because there are so many tribes that make up Igbo, just like the Yorubas also. So if we, the Benin, can unite and come together and also invent our language, a language that everybody can understand. But that doesn't matter. You don't have to speak your language. You have to speak you can speak your Isa, you can speak your Edo, you can speak your Ekwale, you can speak the Ewe language or the Ewe language, you can speak the Ga language or the Fon language or the Isoko, the Urobo, the Ika, the Afema, and the Yoma, and all these languages can be spoken. But we need to have one language that is good for all. We all can speak the same language and at the same time have progress. And then we have to return back. Teaching our history in the school, this is very, very important. In our universities, in our College of Educations, polytechnics, in the primary school, in the GSS or the SSS or what they call them. Our school system needs to be reformed so that our children they know their history, where they came from, where they belong. Even here where I am today, they teach their history. They learn from the past. Because if we doesn't have a history, how can we learn from the past? How can we learn from our forefathers? Because history is being made. History is daily activities that happened in the past. So if we doesn't have that, how will we have the experience that we are going to be giving to our children? So this is also very, very important for us, the Great Benin Empire, to make sure our history is being taught in the school and everywhere. We are going to be, if necessary, collaborating with other organizations to make sure our history is being taught, that our artifacts return to where it belongs, to unite our people. For the Benin Empire Advancement League, it's a priority for us to make sure there's no supremacy among our members, to make sure we all are one, a united Benin front for all the Benin's, economically, culturally, peace, to promote peace, to do anything that can promote the Great Benin Empire. To say something again about Nnamdi Kanu or Sunday Igboho, what they call them. If you are fighting for freedom, there must not be a bloodshed. Because I can give you an example of people who divide their nation without bloodshed. If you go to Czech Republic today and the Slovakia Republic, you will see these people, they were together before. They was called Czechoslovakia. But when they couldn't live together, they decided to divide peacefully. They called for a referendum, and after the referendum, it was almost 99%. So they divide the country peacefully, and they're still living peacefully today. The other one is Czech Republic, and the other one is Slovakia. So we have to take example from all these things. And where I'm living today, before it was a very, very large empire. It was almost all over Europe. But they divided peacefully. There was no war when they were dividing. Although they fought so many wars, they also were occupied by other forces and others. But they are still here where they are today. They know where they belong, they know whom they are. So the Benin Empire Advancement League is going to be doing a lot to promote the peace of the nation of the Benin Empire. But we are not freedom fighters, as I said before, but if it warrants, if Nigeria decide to go apart today, we are going to educate our people for them to know where they belong. Because the Benin Empire was already here before Nigeria was created. Nigeria is yesterday. The Yorubas are yesterday, the Igbos are yesterday, the Fulani, they were in the north or in other parts of Africa and some part of Nigeria, as we know. The Hausas were there. We know all this. But try to erase the Benin out of the Nigerian man or out of Africa, that will not be possible for anybody. Insulting our monarch, insulting our eminent personnel doesn't help any issue. That will not reduce us, and we will not fall into your traps. So, and they're causing havoc in our states. Anybody that do that, we are going to retaliate, and when we retaliate, then you will know we retaliate. We are the Benists. We doesn't talk too much, but when we talk, then we talk. When we do, we do. So for all of you who choose this path to be abusing Benin, to be doing unnecessary things in Benin, yes, we are coming for you, one after the other. We are coming after you, and I will tell you whom we are. Let me come back to the Benin Empire Advancement League. As you all know, we are very, very concerned the well-being of our people. We know today the economic situation in Benin City. We are also going to be promoting businesses between the Benis. Not only in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, somewhere like Ghana, somewhere like Republic of Benin, Togo, Sierra Leone, Cameroon, Angola, Sao Tome, and all these areas where all Benin people are resided. Even in South America, in North America, anywhere where the Benin people are today, we are going to be doing a lot to support them, to give them a business plan, to educate them about business, what they can do with their business, and so many things. How to build businesses in peace, how to make gain from their business, to teach them how to use the resources they are already having. Because most of these businesses that only survive today because somebody doesn't have a good business plan before starting a business. We are going to be standing in this gap to make sure the Beninese have their own economic system that's really work for them. That we didn't depend on anybody, on any allocation from Nigeria government or from the Edo State government to survive. Because we have a verified talent for agriculture. We have people with brains who can use their brain to invent technology, to do technological things in that land. Because our forefathers, they were very, very good in technology. Otherwise, the Benin Palace would have not been built, and it's still standing today. They know how to build boats. They know everybody have a different DNA. Before, when the white man came, they saw our people in river using boat, fishing. We were not taught by the white how to fish, or how to build a boat, or how to build a house, or how to invent street light, or how to invent drainage system in our cities. The drainage system you see in Europe today or in America, these are work from Benin. They learn from the Beninese how to control irrigation and everything. This was the work of the Benin people. Everything was copied there. Also music. The Benin know how to compose music, know how to sing, know how to dance before the white man came. But we lost all this because history was not being taught again in the school, and our father, they fall into depression, and our mother the same. So it was a long fight before we came back to where we are today. So we, the new generation, we have to pick up the fight to make sure our empire is back again to the light. Let us bring our empire back to the light. If it warrants to apologize to other people whom we may offend or we offended, we can apologize to them, because these are our brothers and our sisters. All Beninese are brothers and sisters. So this is going to be our job, the Great Benin Empire, to bring unity among the Beninese, to promote peace, their economic welfare, and the social, cultural aspect, the same thing. So this is all I can say today. And once again, about IPOB and Igbo, they should stay in their territory. They should do all they want to do in their territory and then leave Benin alone. Because we the Beninese, we are very peaceful people. And we promote peace. We are the ambassador of peace. We are the reason Nigeria is still together today. Because all of them, they know, once the Benin raise up their head and say, oh, we are tired, Nigeria will go apart. But we believe in Nigeria. We believe all black race, all black people are one. We believe in this, and that is why we are still together today. And we fight for our neighbor to make sure our neighbor have food in their table, in the evening, in the morning, and so on. And I can tell you, after this Nigeria civil war, the Beninese opened the door for the Igbos to come in, because we know they were suffering. We know there were children without food. We know their elders were there without food. We opened the door for them to come in, to come and stay with us. We feed them. We even hide them during the civil war so that they were not killed. Although they committed a lot of atrocities in Benin. because the whole civil war was fought in the South-South, what they call South-South today. So that's why the new generation, they don't even know what happened during that period, because those who experienced the civil war, they will tell you what happened. They will not want to experience the civil war again, because you will see corpses lying down in the street of Benin, in Agbo, where young men were assassinated, executed. So those who experience all these things, they will not want it to come back again. And Benin City was the center of the issue that period, because the war was fought in our territory. But today, that will not happen again. We are ready to defend our nation. We are ready to defend our people. So if you want to fight, go and fight in your territory. If you want freedom, go and fight for freedom in your territory. Don't bring your freedom fighters to our nation, because Benin is a nation. We know our right. If you want referendum, go to your states and do your referendum. Leave the Beninese alone. And to most of these people who are trying to corrupt our history to their history, let me just send this message. History is being made. The Beninese, they made history. Everyone knows in the whole world. You can parade our artifact as your own. That won't change the history of the Beninese. We know whom we are, and we believe in ourselves. So long live the Benin Empire.